amazing. It was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostyn and Cam Water.
For the first time here for season 3. Davis on pole, Vanderkrant in second. It's going to be sprint round action here tonight. Let's go racing here at Daytona. It was a good start there from Davis in comparison to Vanderkrant in behind. Cowan's absolutely bogged it up and already dropped out of the top 3 here as they come down towards turn 1 for the first time. There's biffing and barging between Gallen and Cowan. These guys are still going at it after last season. They survived for this time by though. Through turn 2 and 3 they come. Nice and clean, boys. Keep it up as they come up to...
I love riding. It's a real social thing. There's a great bond between riders.
Every weekend I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other.
Riding to work is a great way to start the day.
Shannons insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. They offer features riders really want. It's why they're one of Australia's leading motorcycle insurance providers.
Whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride.
ride with Shannons.
Call 134646 for a quote.
Through turn 1, it was a horrible start from De Bono. He's absolutely bogged it up and gets eaten alive by Dixon and Gowans as they come on through. Through turn 1 they come, and they all spread out around in towards the first sector of the Silverstone circuit. They look all right at the moment. Okay, there's already been a car spun round. That's Jordan Ferguson off wide.
Is green at Road Atlanta here as well. Faulkner did get away. De Bono is tucked in as well. Unfortunately, Houghton is on that outside line. De Bono does want to turn it to 2. He's got the job. De Bono's overtaken. Now can he get Ben Faulkner up through turns 2 and 3? They go round the right-hander, dropping down the hill. Faulkner's out in front. De Bono second. Houghton third. Ratcliffe in fourth. No real dramas going into turn 1.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannons,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
This is amazing. It was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostyn and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Reece Tannock and Jamie Dyke just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't implemented it, which is fair enough. It's very scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see if we get a good run. Dodds just absolutely think about it. It's a really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to the Super Formula Lights Round 5 at Bathurst. I am James Parfitt, and I'm going to be joined in the booth, not by Steve. No, Steve is off some business stuff at some show somewhere, and he cannot commentate. I have got wonderful Stephanie Piccoli in alongside me here as well. Let's keep up to date with the scores on the doors after last week. In the pros, Marcus Watson still out in front on 688 points with Dougie Gowans on 670. Josh Shorten on 585 with Carl Ridley on 544. Then Darren Fahey in fifth. Then you've got Nick Martin, Ethan Kale, Alan Dawson, Sam Catcasino, Dylan DeBono, Ben Brook, Justin Clayton, Danny Davidson, Ray Oliver and Tom Donahue. In the Pro-Ams, Jamie Davis leading away on 578 with Jason Depp in second. Then you got Thomas Cena in third with Nathan Verney and Shane Ratcliffe. Behind that is one of the Schmollerbergs with Bradley Hudson, Callum Rossinder, Tyler Sheaf, Matt Foe, Josh King, Lewis Bolger, Mitch Noble, Matt Tessera, Keegan Caldwell, Zach Barton, Callum Hodgkinson, Stephen Lorrett and Maddie Gerard. And then the final ones to go through is the AMS. It's Cam Hardwick out in front by a country mile, even with a drop week, over Andrew Cowan and Kevin Wakefield and Dean Sinkovich, Andrew Proctor, Nick Schmollenberg and Kurt Heath, Bradley Mays, Greg Johnson, Steph Piccoli, Adam Richards, Troy Dooley, Brad Anderson. Also, welcome in so much if you are here as well. Colin Black asking about track records. I've asked if it's safety cars. He said it well, the lap record, but it could be both of them. 747 in there as well. My pick for tonight, 22 to NSW 16. Sorry, which state of origin tonight. I will tune in when I can. Hamish, welcome in. Safety cars was 4 to 5 in 30 minutes since season 1 of 2023 for the last season for our referees. Well, let's hope we don't get that many. I was just discussing that with Steph, being at the fact that neither of us really wants to see that many on track. So, on that note, let's bring Steph into the booth. Steph, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming alongside me.
Thanks for having me, JP. It's good to be here. So probably glad to be in the comms box tonight rather than out on track. It looks a little bit slippery out there, so it's probably a good night to not be out there.
Yeah, I agree with you as well. We have had rain, as you can see. There is spray coming off now. It has settled down a little bit. 747, I can't jinx you tonight. No, you did both last week. Done for you. And I'd like to point out your lottery numbers are rubbish. They didn't do anything. I didn't win nothing. 747. So yeah, thanks very much for that. You made me a tenner. You got to give it the option there as well. But Steph, what do we think? What's going to happen at Bathurst? We've got a wet track. We've got 30 cars, I think it is, or 34 cars here tonight. We've got an hour's race. Surely something's going to happen. What do we think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be close. I also think there will be quite a few crashes, especially across the top, through Skyline, McPhillamony, down the Dipper. I'm expecting a few through there. The guys pushing the limits. There was a couple through practice, seen a little bit earlier. So look, hopefully it's not too much crash and bash. And we're in for some exciting racing tonight.
Oh, we're definitely exciting racing. How it's going to work out is going to got a couple out on dries, a couple out in wets in qualifying at the moment. See, it's no % chance of it going to actually mildly hot, very likely wet. Now you have to take into consideration we are going to get stacks of puddles. We are going to get. We're on a hill, okay? And if anybody is trying to run water from the top of the hill down to the bottom of the hill, well, it sits in the bottom. So that's what we're going to have here as well. We might have some aquaplaning coming in this section here, but we're going to find out as it goes on into qualifying. This is going to be a very interesting one for me. We generally don't talk about qualifying being overly important. I've got a funny feeling at Bathurst, going to be do or die here.
Yeah, I think tonight's going to be crucial. You're sort of not going to be mid-pack towards the back. I think you want to sort of be in the top 10 to max 15 around here. Turn 1 always sort of picks up some carnage. In the starts of races, people tend to go a little bit slower. Some are quicker. I mean, it's generally anywhere, but you always seem to find a lot more checkups around Bathurst in a turn 1. So definitely, if I had my pick, I'd be in the top 15 of quali of the pack tonight for sure.
Would that have happened if you? Right.
Oh no, definitely not.
Oh.
Considering I didn't get home from work till about 7, quarter past 7. Hell no.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's definitely no, because we only got
Definitely
out.
not.
We didn't even get down through Forest Elbow there. Well, so unfortunately for Nathan Burney and somebody else, I mean Marcus Watson had gone round as well. I think regular thing down in Forest Elbow. One of them things going to continue to happen. Not actually. Case goes off the track. There's Watson there. Well. Let's have a thing in poll in YouTube chat. How many safety cars do you think is going to happen? Now, I did write down some of them from last night. Joshie Horton said 3 last week. Dougie Gowan says none. That's very optimistic. I said 4. Sinker said 4. Marcus Watson said 2. Steph, how many do you reckon?
I'll probably say 3.
3. Let us know on YouTube how many safety cars you think is going to happen here. We're begging that there isn't, otherwise you're going to get a Steph and JP podcast throughout this. And I'm hoping RC go, yep, go, yep, go, yep, go. Get off the track rather than safety car, safety car, safety car. Otherwise, as I say, we're going to have 50% under, which means absolute waffle for this whole entire program. Let's hope that the RC are a bit. I think that's what we want out of RC this evening. Is a little bit of sensibility on, yes, just go, get out the way.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's always, look, having a safety car occasionally is good. Sort of, brings the field back together, creates a bit more exciting racing. Guys are more tempted to take some daring moves and that sort of thing because they're closer in the pack and they want to get away from the car behind or whatnot. But it can also slow it down and sort of drag it out a little bit. I know as a driver, you just want to get out there and race. You don't want to be going as slow as you are, but not doing that either.
Stephen Burney there. Well, and I think that was basically right at that moment. Peter Gretton put that dreaded puddle that never dries up at McPhillamy. Yep. Well, I think Burney has shown us where that puddle is. Lots of aqua planning. So I think. Yeah, so anyway, back to safety cars. We kind of want them to go out the way. You know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah. The less, the better. Less is best.
But there's 6. Body, 6.
That's. Oh, goodness. 6. I'll be ready for bed.
This is 1. I've given me both, Steph. Rush will say 4, and I've only just got out of it. So 4 there as well. Hey, Jace. Hey, JPPP. And Steph, I'm not quite sure why I've got 4.
Jace, how you going?
Thank you much for that one. I'm really hoping that I really want the sensibility 1 or 2. Otherwise, this is the longest hour race I think. On. Well, it'll be like doing a NASCAR like last night.
Oof.
Halfway through. Oh, well, we're in trouble. If Joshie Horton can't get Forest Elbow right, we are knackered.
That's right.
That does not bode well, does it, really?
No, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't help these on dries. He's definitely going to be aquaplaning up the top, but or down the dipper there. Oh, where was he? Forest Elbow. No, definitely not. Not on dries. I wouldn't have thought pushing the limits to that extent, but you never know.
Valid for Watson.
Yeah.
Marcus, incredibly quick, Steph. I think it's going to be very tough to beat him again, but I look at on pole.
Yeah, he's definitely quick in these cars. Is very suited to his driving style, I would say. I mean, you know, everyone out there is in the same setup, so you can't say it's a setup because everyone's in exactly the same. I think they just suit his driving style, and yeah, he's just absolutely smashing it out there at the moment.
Times on board at fact, drivers out of actually. And let's not forget as well, qualifying is very dead, and I mean way you've got your standard off tracks, your spin, your ups, but B, you've got this wonderful world of literally 0x. What a 0x is basically tapping a wall. Get a 0x, which any is does mean validation. 1x there, and not set a lap on that one. Mr. Dead, shopping trolley expert commentary.
Bit harsh?
Please tell me what that means. I'm English. I have no idea. So what are you saying there, son? And you know what I mean? I'm more open. If you want to come and join us in the booth and give us your rendition of commentary, I'll happily sit back and roll the cameras. Got me and Steph will be happy to let you crack on. So tell me what you mean by that, Mr. Sunshine, there, because I don't have a clue. But if, as I say, if you come in and join us, let me know if you've got any expert commentary that I'm not doing. Thank you very much. Love. Out to you. Right, Marcus Watson now on his rundown in qualifying. He's got purples across the board with greens coming into the final corner. Avoids the puddle on the inside, that's one. Avoids the one on the outside, that's two. Over the line goes Marcus Watson. 2:03.837 for Joshy Horton. 2:02.040 for Marcus Watson. Is he just going to be unbeatable this evening, Steph? Is that what we're looking at?
The way this is going, I'm going to say yes. He's definitely pushing it out there. He's making it look easy though.
And he's on dries.
He is. He is.
So what does that say about the rest of us? Or the rest of the...
Oh, look, there's a few of them out there that are on dries. There's only a couple that are on wets. So look, it's a gamble. Just depends if we can pull it off, I guess.
Well, we'll find out here. Actually, it's only down to one now. Dooley has got wets. Track is drying out, and where the puddles are going across there of that one. You see Darren Faye's going to have a time on the board on that run down the Conrod Straight coming in. Jason puddles is right on the left-hand side there as well. You can see both of them running the Conrod, picks the dry line through the middle. That's going to be an interesting one if them puddles are there at the start of the race, Steph. How they're going to be able to avoid the puddles when they're trying to overtake on dry tyres.
It's not easy picking your line with that sort of stuff. You got to sort of work around it, and where the track's a little bit wet like it is at the moment, little spots, you got some rooster tails. You don't want to be on the racing line. You want to be sort of off the traditional racing line, but you don't want to be too far off because then you're running a risk of not using the entire track and sort of limiting yourself to your times. You got no choice. You got to stay away from the puddles. Otherwise, it's all over. So it's trying to remember where they are when you see them, especially when you're racing behind someone.
Oh, not do that.
Or just like that. Don't do that. Don't hit the puddle.
Yeah.
That's exactly what will happen.
Don't hit the puddle there from Joshy Horton. It's going to be an interesting one now because Marcus Watson went faster. Joshy Horton went faster. And now Marcus is sitting on pole position here as well. Stills like he's a bit all the way through. But Horton there in first. Second place, sorry. Watson first. Davis in fourth. In third. Jane Ratcliffe leading the Pro-Ams in fifth. Jason Depp in the AMs sitting in fifth place there. That is absolutely stunning from Jason.
Doing well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to stay there during the race though. Because obviously he's got his long short track qualifying, which is what he's doing now, against his long track qualifying, which will be the race pace. So we're going to find out here how he gets on. So let's keep an eye out and see how Jason Depp does. I think this is going to be one of these things where there's only going to be 2 opportunities to get overtakes done. One, out Forest Elbow, down Conrod into the chase, right? And then you've got the chase. You might be able to get him all the way round into Quarry, which is turn number 2, effectively, before you go into the mountain. Through the mountain, should it be, and will it be, single file?
I would have thought so, especially with the puddles around the top. You would sort of keep a single file the way it is, but it depends sort of, who's feeling more daring than everybody else to give it a crack.
Find out. Feel about it. We are going to find out who's going to do what here and who's going to be out of that. Get rid of the wine, which that's all decided to pop up. But here we go. Let's see how these guys get on the board here and whether or not this is going to hold. Who's going to do what currently, or what's going to happen here. Well, keep an eye out for everything that takes place here, because it's going to be very, very interesting indeed on this one. How are these guys going to get on? There's a lot of people still. You've got Kurt Heath, no time. Schmallenberg, no time. Tessa Ria, no time. Cam Hardwick, no time. Tyler Sheep, no time either. Nick Martin making an improvement in 11th. Got some purples on the board coming over the line. Nathan Burney doing the same thing with Thomas Cena, Alan Dawson, Jason Depp, all trying to get times on the board or improvements from where they are. But at the moment, Marcus Watson seems to be that hut above the rest, shall we say, with everybody tucked in. Depp now going into 3rd place currently. I think I'm a little bit wrong here, but he has gone into 3rd. There was a delay on my time standing, so Jason Depp doing a great job sitting in 3rd. How long can he last there?
Gonna be interesting. I mean, Jason Depp, he's not slow by any means, so it'll be good to see how long he can stay up there. But I reckon he can do it.
You reckon?
It's a decent time. Yeah, it's a decent time.
Okay. Here for Jason Depp, whether or not he's going to be able to, as Darren Fahey goes off the side of the circuit well, and rather rapidly. On that one. All right, hopefully that will make it a little bit easier for me. But Darren Fahey coming into the final corner now, avoiding the puddle on the inside, looking for that dry line. Over the line he's going to be here as well. Over he goes. What sort of time for Darren Fahey? Did he get a decent time on the board? 2:03.613 was his best time here, and no time last time around for Darren Fahey, so not good for him. But it is looking like it's pretty much sewn up at the moment. We've got a few people going over the line to be able to get their final laps in, but we're going to keep an eye out as well. Dean Sinkovich down in 27th, 6 in class for Dean at this moment in time, so he's not able to really sort of repeat the heights of last week, of course, where he actually got a win in the AMS, if I'm not mistaken, and then race number 2 just went completely wrong for Dean.
Yeah, it's happy. It's funny how it does that. You can have a really good race 1, but then come race 2, it just sort of all falls apart. It happens to myself as well. So
yeah, been there multiple times.
It's just how it works, unfortunately.
Yeah, been there multiple times as well. When I added one of probably my only good races in the V8s that I did do, which was fine. I managed to go up in order, and then race 2 just went all Pete Tong by the time I got round turn 1. So, look.
Yep.
And then you sit back and go, what have I done any different? And you just can't work it out.
That's right.
But qualifying has finished. A couple of others there coming down through the mountain section here. Dougie Gowans, Dean Singovich, Schmallenberg, Proctor. There's a few still running out at the same time. Going to be interested to see how Dougie gets on for that full throttle racing machine. Is he going to be able to get it down any higher than his 12th place? Don't forget, we have got pros, pro-ams, and AMs. They are recognised by the colours. Pros are gold, AMs are silver, pro-ams are the light blue. So that will be how you recognise them. We will bring you up the group situation during the race as well, so you will be able to see where the splits are once again. But let us know if there's anybody you want to see. That would be great. We do have 2 screens running, so we will work and bring you as many pictures as you can, because trust me, I think I could probably have 3 PCs in this one, and I still don't feel I'm going to be able to bring you everything, because I think it's going to be that chaotic. But let's get this qualifying done and dusted. I think that's going to be right, though, Steph, isn't it? I don't think it matters how many PCs I would have had. I don't think we're going to pick up all the action.
No, I don't think we will either. It's going to be chaotic everywhere, and battles everywhere tonight too. I think it's yeah. I don't think it's going to matter how many you'd have. It's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. Nick Martin still out on track, coming up to the line here for Nick. 202.382 was his best. 201.398 goes and pops it in right at the end. What about Tim Schmallenberg? He's still out on circuit at the moment here. So there. Go Steph, #1 commentator, says Mark Cochran. Stuck up.
Good on you, Mark.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. I'm nothing. Just don't worry about me. I'm just a rookie. Fine. First one. It's my first day on the job.
Can I tell him? Can I tell him to get back to race control?
Oh, don't. That's where he is, isn't he, tonight, in race control?
He is.
Oh,
he sure
man.
is.
We're in deep trouble. Mark, I swear, if you bring out 4 or 5 safety cars, I'm going to kick you. Okay, just to let you know. Get them out the way. Just say, yes, toe, yes, toe, yes, toe, and let's get the racing done. Otherwise, it's going to be a JP and a Stef Piccoli podcast, Mark. So be aware. I'm watching. Right, end of quali. We're just going to wait for the session to swap over before we can bring you the provisional grid, of course, of who's going to be where and what's going to happen. But let's keep an eye out as we're going to head in for an hour of this testing circuit here. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and people of all ages. Marcus Watson is going to lead the way here. He's going to take pole position with Josh Horton in second. Nick Martin in third. Then you've got Jamie Davis here in fourth. Jason Depp leading the AMs in fifth. Blinding job with Darren Fahey in sixth. Dougie Gowan's down in seventh. Carl Ridley eighth. Shane Ratcliffe leading the way in the Pro-Ams with Alan Dawson, Nathan Verney and Lewis Bourget rounding out the top 12 of that one. Moving on, Tim Schmallenberg, Zach Barton 13th, 14th, Matthew Foe 15th, Joshy King 16th with Thomasina 17th. Dean Sinkovich will be 18th with Justin Clayton alongside him, with Ray Oliver rounding out the top 20. Tyler Sheaf and Callum Rossender at 21-22 with Brad Hudson and Kevin Wakefield rounding out the top 24. Sam Catagazinos 25 with Andrew Proctor, Kurt Heath, Andrew Martin, Andy Cowan, Troy Dooley and Greggy Johnson are 30 and 31. Then you got, I believe it's Matt Tessario. Cam Hardwick didn't get a time on the board. Not entirely sure if he's taken part in the race or if he has also volunteered for RC. I'm not sure. That would give us 2, 4, 6 people in RC. I'd be a little bit worried if we had that many. But hey, look, who am I to judge on that one? Maybe they're going to need 6 tonight, Steph.
Maybe. You can never have enough hands in RC sometimes.
No, definitely, and I wouldn't want to be doing that job either. I've got to be blatantly honest with you. Let's keep RC to RC, and I stay out of it here as best I do. I don't want to be in the box. I've been in the booth too many times with RC after being told off for being naughty. So keep that to myself, I think. Oh, the rain's back out again. Oh, no way. What do we got? Well, 2% rain at the moment on a very likely wet track. It's going to continue, and there's going to be more. So rain tyres are coming out here for literally everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, lights out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 hour of Bathurst is green. Marcus Watson gets it off the line. Horton tries to cover off Nick Martin. Straight away into third place. It goes Nick Martin. Around turn 1 they go. This is the run well. They're going to want to try and start making positions. There's the crash in the back already. Oh,
massive.
Oh, dude, we didn't even get past turn 1, but Marcus Watson alongside Joshua Horton going into quarry now. Is he going to be able to do it? Horton goes through. Martin, Davis, they all recovered. Dougie Gowan's up 2 places. He's got off the line. Jason Depp all the way down to 15th place from the dizzy heights, and he's got no front wing either. I've got a funny feeling he was involved. Cam Hardwick is out on track. There's another one in the wall below me here as well. There he is.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Yeah, Nathan Verney has got no front end whatsoever here either. And at the moment, it's Horton, it's Watson, it's Martin, it's Davis, all at the same time here. I don't know where the safety car is. It's going to be whether or not that's coming out at the moment, but we're going to keep an eye out. It has been chaos, carnage, and everything in between, Steph. Exactly what we expected.
It is. I always thought there was going to be something to happen at turn 1, and it delivered.
Yes. Very much so.
Yeah, look, it makes it interesting with the different skill levels through the pack as well. It's a shame for Jason Depp there. He was doing so well at the top. He did well in quali, so that's a bit of a shame that he ended up down towards the back there, mid pack. But I'm sure he'll fight his way back through.
Yeah, we've got Nathan Burney still out on the racetrack here. Can we please get him out of the way or tell him to tow? One of the two. He's on the entrance into Quarry. You can see the 31 on the track map on the top right-hand side here. Turn 4 death, says Phil Bella, almost guaranteed. Absolutely. It has been absolutely a nightmare, and these guys are going to run down now for the first time. Let's have a look back and try and get to unpick this star. It's going to be interesting. You're looking at the car there, who's just going to get tapped round. There he goes. And this is where it all kicks off. He goes up into the air. Somebody else goes and hits him. Everybody else tries to check up. And it all goes wrong. Now, following on from this incident, this young man has his own drama going into the right-hander at Quarry, where he basically goes and makes a mistake as well. Now, was there contact here for Nathan Verney, or did he just lose? Oh, it's all on your own, son. All on his own. Yeah, just goes and smashes up. Watch him behind. There's another car going to be coming in very, very shortly as well. They're going to go and have some dramas. There he is on the left-hand side, just goes running in. And unfortunately, it just all gets a little bit Pete-tonged. So, people in pit lane. Well, apart from the fact I'm looking at Marcus Watson and he's in the wall. So why are you in the wall, Mr. Watson, at Quarry? Oh, he's already done it there. He's already done it. Oh, this is on his own as well. Same scenario as what we saw from Bernie. Near enough.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Napped.
Now I've got to sit there. Did manage to get it back out in 9th place. So let's give you a rundown of people in pit lane. Andrew Martin, Darren Fahey, Kevin Wakefield, Zach Barton, Cam Hardwick, Ray Oliver, Sam Katkazinos, Nathan Burney. The safety car is out on track. We are sitting there for the safety car. Is he going to pick up on Joshy Horton? Not quite sure why, if everybody's clear, have we got a safety car. But at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to tell you, we are one down. So there you go, one safety car on my little tally chart already. Yeah, the rear brake bias gang. Yeah, I think that's the thing. They need to change it. I think that he is right. I think that's the thing. You saw a lot of brake bias go locking up there.
Yeah, these in the dry, you tend to run a more rearward bias, which is, you know, what I've done when I've used them. You run it more to the rear. It helps to bring it around in the corner, but in the wet, I'd probably run it sort of more middle to front. Or more neutral, just to avoid that snap oversteer in the wet.
Yeah. You know, from my point of view, I don't really change anything. I'm rubbish. So I just drive and cope with how it is. If I know it's going to snap on me, I just don't press the brake pedal as hard. So there you go.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, well, you know, what can I do? You know what I mean?
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
So there's been...
That's it.
Chaos. We've lost... Bernie's in pit lane, so it might be easier probably. He's going to tell you who's not pitted, to be blatantly honest, than who is. Let's bring you up on the left-hand side. You can see the top 20 haven't. Everybody else in behind has. So King, Johnson, Depp, Martin, Wakefield. What happened to Jason Depp anyway? Because he had an absolute barnstorming qualifying. So I'm just going to try and find where his green flag went wrong.
Bogged it on the start, maybe?
Oh, no. No. He's alongside that incident. I've got a funny feeling he may have even been responsible. Watch the car on his.
Bold.
Yeah. There you go. Round he goes. Hooks up the car.
Yes.
Bounces him round, ends up on the grass.
That'll do it.
Everybody goes through his great qualifying. Just gone poof like Harry Potter up a chimney in one foul swoop.
That
one.
It's unfortunate there for that. Sure the race patrol will unpack everything from that, but
Good luck.
it's a shame.
Good luck unpacking that. I've got Andrew Cowan in pit lane.
Yeah.
He's been in pit lane for quite a while. So why are you in pit lane, Mr. Cowie? They go hunting here for... there you are. Were you the one at turn number 2 as well? Oh, no, you were already off the mountain. What did you do at the top of the mountain, dear sir? There he is in that white and purple machine. Oh, puddle.
Oh, I hit the puddle.
Yep. Wow.
Puddle on the curb. Yep.
Wow, there was more. That could be why we've got the safety car.
Yeah, I would probably say so.
Troy Dooley, Zach Barton, Andrew Cowan, all involved there.
That's decent.
Do you see that the thing is as well is the whip on the spin from Cowie? I think that's the thing. Watch the whip being in. If this was real, his neck would have been in pain. Oh, dude, why are you on there? Bang, bang. Round he goes. Oh, there's a car there. And that whip, just, if that was real life, he would have had some severe neck ache.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. I hope he hasn't got his motion running tonight, because that would have been a bit tough.
I think I probably would
had
have
his
felt
motion rig running.
I feel a little bit seasick. I do commentate on a guy who not only has a motion rig and all the wind blowers and bass kickers and somebody there smacking him in the face, I don't know, throwing mud at him to make him feel like he's in the thing. He also drives in VR as well. So VR with motion.
With motion. Well, they say if you're going to have motion, you're better off to have VR because it's more immersive.
Oh, yeah, mate, that's seasickness.
They reckon it's easier.
No.
But
I
I reckon it's easier.
I'm vomiting all day. That is never good. Sorry, that is me just being seasick all day, Steph, on that one. There is motion simulators.
That's fair. That's fair enough. It's not for everyone.
Look,
definitely not for everyone.
My old butt could barely take going onto a boat, let alone going up and down in VR and everything else. It would be good.
Going around for a spin in circles.
Oh, don't. Kurt Heath, what did you do under the safety car? Oh, dude, don't do that.
Oh, no.
Don't do that. You're not even concentrating
on
what's going
on.
Oh, he's off somewhere. He's off behind the wall, I think. Hold on. I'm going to try and change that camera. Somebody was messing around and not concentrating here. As he goes.
Looks like.
Yeah. Bro.
Oh, no. Can confirm safety car will be in at the end of this lap.
Okay.
Going green shortly.
How does one gain entry to these races? All links down in the description below. Young sir, it gives you all the information you can, Joey B. And down there is everything you need. There's website links, there's everything down there all for you. If you have any problems, reach out to me on Discord. I will get you into the SRW Discord as well. If you don't know where I am, you clearly are not in any of the Discords I am, and I'm in 75 of them, JB. So I must be in one of them that you have. You can get your links down from there, but most of them are down in the description below as well. I've got to remember the website because I am rubbish and I never remember what it is. Go to www.simracingworld.com.au, JB. And I believe that's where you can head as well for a lot more information other than what I can give you. So much love to you.
Definitely.
Get yourself involved. Come and have some fun as well on that one. Steph, are we going to see you in the 86s tomorrow?
Most definitely. I'll be out there. I don't know how much practice I'll get in because I've got some errands to run after work, but I will definitely be out there. Give it a red hot crack.
Okay. It makes you wonder who's with me. Who is with me tomorrow? I wonder. If Mr. Thinkovich, if you are in YouTube chat, please let me know who I've got alongside me tomorrow. That'd be absolutely amazing.
I might actually be able to tell you.
Ooh, go Steph.
Give me a moment. I might actually be able to tell you who you got tomorrow.
Okay, who have I got?
Bear with me.
I got Mr. Dead, haven't I? That's what it is. Mr. Dead's going to come in and give us his expert commentary and work alongside me.
Mr. Dead.
Yeah, is that who I've got?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the safety car
no,
spun!
you have-
He spun the
Oh,
safety
no!
car! Oh, Greggy! You absolute donut! There's more people behind him who spun because of him. Greggy Leak, you absolute Rodney!
He's not going to live that one down.
Oh, round he goes. It's not that, it's here. Somebody else goes round as well. Look, in the wall.
There's no tails. Oh, no. It's all happening.
Greggy Leak, you Rodney.
Oh.
What a plonker. And he's our safety car driver. That's worrying. Look, let him go away. Look, he's got to escape now. Greg, get it back in the pit lane, for God's sake. Before you call more driver than you need to. Just tow
the car, Greggy.
Yeah. Just tow it, Greg. Just get out of the way, mate. Don't. Oh, God, is he going to get it in pit lane? Please stop that car. Oh, dear Jesus Christ. If you ever want a YouTube short, you might as well just have got one there. Poor old Greggy Leak. Dude, what are you doing?
Oh, no.
What is he doing? Safety car all day. Right, Joshy Horton here. He is going to go green now. He is going to lead the field. Phil Bella. Absolutely delicious. Right.
You have Cowie tomorrow night.
Oh, okay, cool. Right, let's go. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages. We are now green, green, green. The safety car is gone. Joshy Horton leading the way. I probably wouldn't be doing that there, Josh, to be blatantly honest. I saw that with Kurt Heath, and that didn't go well. And it hasn't gone well for you, Joshy Horton.
No.
Oh, another one.
It's that outside curb and that puddle on the outside.
What a...
Gotta...
Oh, my God.
Gotta watch that line.
Yeah. Oh, dearie me. Horton's going to go back through on Nick Martin, but Jesus, dude, you've got to concentrate on what you're doing. Otherwise, it's all going to go wrong. There's more drama further down. Marcus Watson's made a mistake. Dougie Gowans has unfortunately had an incident, I think, as well. He's sitting round in the wrong way. Brad Hudson is also round the wrong way at the same time here. Nathan Burney, please don't have done it again, is somewhere.
Oh, no.
He's got no front wing at all, unfortunately for him. So what is going to happen here again? Are we going to see another safety car? Are we going to see another Greggy Leak out on the racetrack? Oh, my God, there's more.
Oh, they're tangled.
Yes, they are. Somebody get out the frying pan. And if you don't know that reference, you haven't got kids and you ain't watched the film Tangled. So there we go. Dawson and Clayton have also come together. Oh, man. Oh, this is the mountain. Oh, dearie me. Bang, across the track. Hold your brakes. He is holding his brakes. There's nothing anybody can do.
Ooh, nope.
Surely that's going to be safety car number 2. Oh, there was somebody else in behind that. Oh, my God, there was another one.
There was.
Who is that? Andrew Proctor? Where are you? No, he goes in. There's a green car somewhere, isn't there? Where are you? Here's the green car. There he is on the inside there. I wonder if that's Zachy Barton. Might have done the same thing. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's all going completely and utterly Pete Tong here at Bathurst. Is the safety car out? No, he's still moving, which is great. Joshy Horton out in front with Jamie Davis in second and Nick Martin. We expected chaos, Steph, but I don't think we quite expected this much.
Oh, no, not this much. Definitely not. Not so early anyway. I was expecting a little bit later on, a bit more when you're jostling for some more positions. But just hearing over the radio that the guys are getting permissions to tow at the top of the mountain there, so that's always good. So say we would avoid a safety car with that one. Yeah, look, chaos, yes. This much, not this much. I mean, it makes for exciting racing, but it's something to talk about.
So predictions now then, really, out of the 33 cars we have on racetrack, how many are going to complete the race? Let me know in YouTube chat. JP called it before the safety car come out. That's why question. Don't get out, Mr. Douglas, here as well. I don't control Mr. Leak. Unfortunately, he controls himself, but clearly it didn't go so well. Tyler Sheep has also just crashed.
Had a little bit of a Whoopsies.
As long as he's still running, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's going around. Tyler there as well. Just keeps going. Oh my God. Clayton, Heath, Hudson have all had dramas on their own. Dougie Gowan's in pit lane. Barton there is in pit lane. Brad Hudson, well, he's coming back somewhere here. That's another little bit of a drama. Bolger has got Watson in front of him. Watson's got Ridley. Ridley's got Martin and Davis there as well. It's all going a little bit manic here as well, and that's the closest battle on track, believe it or not, is that middle pack from second down to sixth. Wakefield's had an issue, Greggy Johnson's had an issue, Shane Ratcliffe's just had an issue. I don't think I'm going to show them all, Steph, otherwise we're going to have a replay broadcast.
No. I think so, yeah. It's everyone's having some sort of a little spin or sideways action or an off track somewhere along the way at the moment. Someone else has just called for a tow. Car 25's just requested a tow.
Oh, 25.
Nah, Terrasaro.
Tessario.
Yep.
That'd be it.
And we've just called the safety car.
Oh, dude, there's a puddle there. Oh, Andrew Cowan all over again.
Oh.
Ow.
That's gonna hurt.
That is gonna hurt as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Good news. Gonna see this car back out on track once more. The safety car number 2. Wonderful.
Fingers crossed, Leaky doesn't spin at the elbow again.
Supposed to be positive about now, but I'm not really sure this is going to go right. So we're 2 down at the moment. So Dougie Gowans is off the list. Put none. Yep. Peter Gretton, you're off the list. You put 1. Marcus Watson said 2. So this is the last one for him before he goes and gets eliminated out of my list as well. Josh Yorton said 3. So we're good at the moment. Everybody else is in. We just lost Peter Gretton and Dougie Gowans. So off the safety car there as well. Heaps of action mid-pack, but not seeing it. That's because I'm trying to pick up on everything in front at the moment. They're driving me insane. You're seeing everything, right? We're trying to give you as much as possible as well. Steph's screen's flickering around, so she's trying to find somewhere to put the camera. So there's lots of stuff going on here. Driving. Don't worry, we are trying to bring you all. As I said earlier on, before we started, that I could have 3 PCs and I still wouldn't be able to bring you all the action. Steph could have 2, we could have 5 between us, and you probably aren't going to see it all. But we will bring you as much as we can here. I think that's the thing. Going to be loads of it.
Yeah, there's stuff happening on everywhere. Top, middle, back. It's everywhere at the moment. Especially these restarts tend to get a little bit hairy.
The thing we haven't touched on is who's doing what in conjunction with fuel. Now, I normally would worry about it in a longer race, but to be honest, I think all calculations have gone out the window. We've had 2 safety cars, people going around, people in the pits, people out the pits, people still back in the pits. Ratcliffe, Martin, Barton, Depp, Gowans, Wakefield, Tessaria and Verney, all still in the pits. I don't know if I'm really going to worry about fuel in this race, Steph. I think it's just going to go completely all over the place.
I think at this point, that's probably the last thing you'd be thinking about at the moment. These things don't use a great deal of fuel. And I think even just from discussions I've had sort of earlier in the week, Monday night, just having a bit of a chat with Nick Martin. I think it worked out as just over 3 seconds for fuel that they would have had to put in. So not a lot of fuel really when you look at the scheme of things. So I think maybe by having this second safety car, it's potentially eliminated the pit stop. If they can save a little bit under safety car, sort of run in a higher gear, use the clutch a little bit, that they should be able to save enough fuel to make it to the end. Look, it could be tight, but I would think they should be able to make it to the end.
Okay. Well, that's Stef Piccoli's point of view. So if they run out of fuel, you can blame Steph. Oh, there we go. Good
My
job.
fault. That's it.
Absolutely. Don't forget, guys, as well, while you are here, like, subscribe, turn on the bells. That would be absolutely amazing. Surprise, surprise, safety cars. Yeah, we're 2 deep already, 747, and we've just touched 20 minutes. We've got Martin. Okay, I'm not going to read out who has pitted and who hasn't. I'm just going to show you on the left-hand side there. You can see pretty much most of the field have been in, apart from Andrew Proctor, Tyler Sheaf, Rossender, Foe, Cena, Schmolenberg, Bolger, Watson, Ridley, Martin, Davidson, Horton. It's easier to tell me who hasn't pitted than who actually has. There's a lot. There we go on that one. So, Steph, do you think you're missing not being out on track tonight?
No.
Okay. Straightforward answer there. Moving on. Next question. Right.
No. Kind of glad I'm not out there tonight.
Do you want the score?
I'd rather be up here with you, JP.
Oh, thank you very much, Steph. That's much. Want the score to what, Simmons, exactly? What's the score I want? I need, Billy.
Oh, you might be talking about State of Origin, potentially.
What is that?
So it's a 3-game series in the Rugby League that we run. So it's New South Wales versus Queensland. It's interstate. Best of 3 wins the Shield for the year.
Oh, okay.
And it's, yeah, so game 1's on tonight up in Queensland. So there's always one game in each territory. And normally it's one neutral game as well in a complete different state.
Okay.
So it's a big thing where sort of, it's a lot of banter between people that, support the different states and that sort of thing. So it's probably second biggest to the grand final, I would say, in rugby league world. A lot of people who don't watch rugby league would be watching State of Origin.
Okay. I don't watch rugby, so I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm sure it sounds really absolutely amazing. There as well.
No, that's it.
SRW Mitch, howdy fellas, watching from the sidelines tonight, couldn't get the new rig set up in time. Did your name not change, Mitch? Are you not in SRW? Or am I still, or are you still in SRW?
Gotta change your YouTube name, Mitchy.
He's not in SRW, is he?
He's not, no, he's come across to us in Apex.
Oh, you beat!
Hey, was it my doing?
You stole him, didn't you? That's what the problem was.
Not my doing.
Anyway.
Wasn't me. It was JT, the team owner, not me.
That's what Shaggy says. Wasn't me.
That's right.
Yeah, I know the score. As well. Mitchy, you need to change your name on YouTube, mate. You're still SRW. And you need to be Apex on that one. I haven't actually got my Apex t-shirt on tonight either, I've got to be honest. I'm in painting clothes at the moment because I'm in mid-spraying of my son's drag bike. And I've got to go and do that after, so I didn't want to have to go up just to get changed again. I'm in painting clothes at the moment. I look like a right hobo who's not washed for a week at this current moment in time with paint everywhere, but there we go. On that one. Right, safety car's going in this lap. Well done, Greggy League. Let's really give Greggy a clap in YouTube chat. He's made it all the way around without crashing. As I say that, he comes around the chase very, very slowly. Please make it all the way around without crashing. Here. I have stopped talking for a reason here. I do want him to get into pit lane without stacking it.
Oh, poor Leaky.
Don't care if you drive it. Oh, Greg, you can't. Ross is there, mate. Well, wiggle it in.
He's in. He's safe.
Bargain. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, hold on. We're going to try get some laps in this time as well. If you are enjoying the JP and Steph podcast, please let me know down in the description below or in the comments. Or just type them in live as well, because if there's any topic you want us to talk about during the safety car periods, let us know here as well. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have just gone green. Once more, Horton doing this thing again. Please don't do this. It went wrong for you in turn number 1 last time, buddy.
Oh, he's hit the puddle in the middle of the track as well.
I know. Here we go. Is he going to be able to make it round? He does. Does everybody else? That's going to be the question here at the same time. All through here, the mid-pack are all making it through at the moment. At the currently action further down, they have all made it through. Joshy Horton now running away with it, going back up into turn number 1 here, tucked in behind Jamie Davis. Davis is going to tuck in right behind him here as well, stays away from him. Currently, Lewis Bolger in the mix. There's 2 wide further back as well. Darren Fahey is also here. All I want is Nathan Burney to get around turn 1. Somebody hasn't. Tyler Sheep has not made it round.
No.
Sheepy's gone round, but action at the top of the hill at the moment as well. So let's see how this one carries on.
Goodness. It's tricky out there. Definitely tricky conditions.
It is.
Seen even the best of the pros and the best of the guys out there are finding the conditions a little bit tricky tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
The guys that don't normally have a spin are having a spin, so.
Oh, I didn't like the look of that. Watson in behind Martin. Martin's got Bozier. Smollenberg's in there, leading the way as well. Just waiting for the mid-pack action. If you chuck your camera down towards Ray Oliver and Greg Johnson, that would be absolutely amazing for me.
Done.
They're having their own little bit of a ding-dong further back here. So we're going to jump down into side pictures. You can see down on the bottom, it's Ray Oliver, Greg Johnson, Kurt Heath having their own mix as well. There's a dry line starting, there is, but unfortunately, it's still, you can see the puddles on the left-hand side. Watson and Nick Martin here. Nick Martin's there goes Ray Oliver. Not Ray Oliver, that's Louis Bolger has just gone shooting through. He's just got a 2-for-1 special here, and he's just got both of them guys for Bolger. We'll have a look and show you where this one was, how it took place. He's going to send it 3 wide. He's going to go on the outside, touch the grass as well. He's going to make the corner. There he goes, through he goes. That's 2-for-1. Great overtake from Lewis there. But that's a big brave boy move, that is.
It is. It's not something I'd try to have a go.
No, Marcus Watson in pit lane. Stopping, or
I think he may have gotten a drive through. Someone did get a drive through, but I missed the car number. No, he's pitting.
From 0 to 0, Carl Ridley, Bolger now. Bolger's looking on the inside line. It's starting to settle down. You still see in the bottom left there as well, Greggy Johnson's own little situation going on. Currently, I believe that's Ratcliffe Proctor in and around him, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
Yeah, that guy's continuing to fight. There's somebody blinking down in 25th at the moment, and that's Justin Clayton. That's why there's a gap in that timing tower, because he's blinked off the side of the circuit. But action up the front. Ridley's in the wall. Oh,
oh no.
Ridley just thumped the wall. Oh, are we broke? Are we not broke? We are, might be okay. It was wheel to wheel on the wall. Yeah, we are good. I think we are good. So Carl Ridley got away with that one, but you can see that battle still materialising. I'm going to bring that up onto the main screen, I think, at the moment, because that is Shaney Ratcliffe in behind Proctor. Nick Martin and Joshie Horton. Oh, dude, was this together?
No. Oh no.
There's Martin. Oh.
Did that on his own.
Yeah, he did. The problem is he can't get it rotated from there. What did you do? This is going to be more the option. Oh, Forest elbow for Josh.
Josh Horton. Oh, and he smashed the front of it as well. Trying to get it around.
This was from the lead of the race as well, mind you. Oh, slide the car.
Goodness.
Bang, in he goes. Then he just drives it full tilt into the wall. I think there might have been some little bit of frustration taking place at that one. But Mr. Horton.
I would think so.
Is this going to be one of these races where we're going to see somebody completely random win, though, Steph? Is that what we're thinking here?
Well, it's definitely on the cards. I mean, you know, you're looking at the top 10 at the moment. I'd say probably the top 5 at this point could win. Any of those guys. You know, maybe even someone from mid-pack. You never know how it's going to play out. Definitely getting a dry line now. So, you know, depending how game these guys are, we might see them to start to pit for some slicks. We've still got 30 minutes to go, so I'd say probably in the next 5 or 10 minutes we'll probably see potentially some guys throwing some slick tyres on with that dry line. The tyres will start overheating, so that will mix it up a little bit.
Well,
yeah,
it definitely will. I think that's the thing. I don't think it's going to be dry up through the mountain. I think they're going to be chancing it if they start taking slicks up through that mountain section. As we know, there is puddles and everything else on that one. Can you go back a car for me? For one behind Shane Ratcliffe. I think that's Andrew Proctor still having a battle with Greggy Johnson. Who's battling down in the arms there.
There we go.
as well. So they're still going down in the AMs. We'll bring you up the group scenario currently in the standings. You can see Schmallenberg leading the Pro-Ams with Joshy King, Troy Dooley leading the AMs for Proctor, Davis leading the Pros from Ridley and Bolger, who have just swapped plate. No, they haven't. They've just crashed together. Oh, gee whiz, Batman.
Ooh. There's a car in Conrad Straight. Who's in trouble?
Bolger goes through. There wasn't. Marcus Watson crashed before that. Oh man, what is going on here? Watson crashes down into Forest Elbow. Depp's made a problem for himself. So there's Watson. Oh, dude.
Oh.
There goes his front wing, and then if we keep an eye behind that, Bolger's going to come in and do something as well. Who, unfortunately, is not in the race at the moment. He's just gone. So I'll be interested to see what's gone on with that, who's towed for where. But this is really going to mix up where everybody is at the moment. At the same time, I'm going to have to bring you up the overall, I think, because I can't actually tell where everybody is. We've got Pro-Ams in third, fourth, and fifth. There's Watson on the left-hand side. Still, I don't know how he's going to get across the pit lane now. Can't. He's going to tow. There's a couple of people that have blacked out at the same time here, so we'll give the overlay a bit of a kick, and hopefully that will start working. But lots happening at this moment in time in this race. Jamie Davis leading the way. They have kind of gone and settled down in the bottom right-hand corner at the moment. Looks, no, Jamie Davis might not be leading the way.
Oh.
I don't think anybody wants to lead the race.
I don't think they do. Oh.
Now get that rotated.
Locked up.
Now this is
locked
how
it up a little bit on the.
Yeah. Nice. Love that.
That's a good flick spin. That's how you do it.
Jamie Davis there, but he has now lost the lead. That's put Carl Ridley in the lead of the race as well, as he's on the run down into Forest Elbow. Can he make it through without any... Ooh, no, we almost had a wiggle.
Ooh.
Do we think they just don't want to win?
Goodness.
Is this what we're looking at the moment? Is this the thing? They just don't want to win the race?
Oh, look, it's possible. I think they just don't want to be the pioneer, to be honest. To see if the track's evolving.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I think they're bonkers if they go on to dry tyres now. I've got to be honest. But one stat we are going to
still
look
pretty
at.
wet across the top.
It is, yes. Look at the gainers on the left-hand side. Cam Hardwick started dead last, and he's up 28 spots.
28.
Ray Oliver, Callum Rossiter, Troy Dooley, Pat Kazinos 14, Johnson 18, Proctor 12, Swallenberg 10, King 12. This is just basically somebody who doesn't want to win the race here. Has gone and literally Cam Hardwick, great job from him though, gaining all of them positions.
That's a massive, massive gain. It's a testament to his driving out there, I guess. You know, keeping out of trouble. I think that's probably going to be the key tonight for the remaining of the race, is keeping it clean and staying out of trouble. And you know, you never know where you could end up.
Yeah. I think for him that's going to be an interesting one. Callum Rossender is in behind these guys. He's sitting now with Ray Oliver in front there on the run down. And at the same time, Dean Singovich has had an incident, unfortunately for him. But Rossender and Oliver going to be running almost down now as well. This is all mixed up in the timing tower. There is not a set thing here. Ray Oliver goes on defense. Rossender's going to go in here. Manages to stay, keep it on track. Is he going to try the undercut going up the hill? No. Is he going to try and come into him at all here going into the cut-in? He's not. He's going to be on the brakes. He's just got to follow him now, Steph. I think that's where he's going to end up.
Yep. Yeah, look, I would probably stick behind and wait for an opportunity down at Forest Elbow or down at the Chase. Down at Conrad and the Chase, trying to get the run out down through there would be the optimal at this point. Especially with how wet it is across the top. It'd be, not a good idea to try and pass across here.
No, definitely not. I wouldn't be recommending it to anybody. Do not give it a go. Do not have a go. Do not pass go. Even on that one, Shane Ratcliffe now in the mix further down. There was not a lot. We say about missing action, and now all of a sudden there's hardly any. Apart from people.
There's nothing, yeah.
There's people all over the place. The timing tower has just gone absolutely nuts. It can't even keep up with what's going on at the moment because there's people from 23rd to 26. Now that is Marcus Watson, Bolger and Sheaf. I believe they're out. That's why they're not there. I can tell you now they are out. So unfortunately it's caused a little bit of a drama. So I'm just going to chop that timing tower up at the moment here until what time we can get this sorted out, because I think there's people still running and they're not in, and they're not overtaking them on laps, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just still running, but just down on laps at the minute.
Yeah, so
it's a shame. These cars, if you get some damage, depending how bad the damage is, especially if a side pod gets damaged, or the rear, a lot of the time it will actually tell you before you even finish towing, if you tow it, that there's too much damage and you can't continue or can't be fixed. So that's definitely not on the cards for those guys there that have had some incidences tonight.
Yeah, I think there's probably quite a few. Not going to lie. I think there is going to be quite a few who are going to be out here, unfortunately. But let's see what's happening in and around the top one. Schmallenberg has got closed in from King. King's coming at him. Wharton's crashed again. People are not loving this circuit. But at the moment, touch wood, we're only on 2 safety cars. This is coming into turn 1 for Joshy Horton. He's only going to put dries on.
Oh. Yeah.
He's on dries. I don't know.
I think he is.
Yeah, he is. I don't know if that's a good idea. Would you be on dries this early?
Oh, look, maybe you listened to what I said earlier. Look, seeing how wet it is up the top, I probably wouldn't.
No.
Seeing how wet it is at the top, I probably wouldn't. It would definitely cool the tyre out. You wouldn't need to go searching for too much water to cool it out, because there's enough of it up top.
Yeah. Half time, so can watch for 10 minutes. Okay, mate. As we just watched Schmallenberg and King go side by side. King there is going to get the job done down the Conrad. He's going to get it down into the chase. Now the question is can both of these drivers stop these cars before they go into anybody else? They can at the moment. Further back, Cam Hardwick has got Callum Rossender in and around him here. Cam in that red and black. Rossender, I believe, has just gone through. So has Ray Oliver. Jamie Davis has had another incident for him. He was one-time leader. Out. Joshy Horton, one-time leader. Out. Marcus Watson, one-time leader. Out. Anybody else? Have I missed anyone?
Not from a leader perspective, no.
Very much.
No. Like it's cursed tonight, being in P1.
Yeah, there is people all over the place here. Literally all over the place. There is pit stops, non-pit stops. Horton's gone off again. Dean Singovich has crashed again. Nick Martin's had his own drama. Darren Fahey is running side by side there with, I believe that's Tim Schmallenberg in behind him as these guys continue to fight. This is just not going well for some of these guys.
No, it's definitely not. It's not how I'm sure they thought their night was going to go. Ended up in the pits or in the wall or something like that. I'm sure they weren't planning on that at all.
Well, let's see what goes on. See, they're all settling down. There's no close battles going on at the moment. Cam Hardwick is probably one of the closest. Nick Martin is one of the closest to Matthew Foe. Here, these guys continuing. I think we just lost Joshy Horton. Yep, Horton's now out as well, so the timing tower's gone a little bit mental on that one. It doesn't like the fact that Horton's out, but also I've got a funny feeling we're going to lose this man completely now after he's just had another drama going into Forest Elbow again. 2 corners, 2 times for Marcus Watson. And this is the thing, right? You sit back and you think this guy's nearly 5K. If he can make a mistake, anybody can make a mistake. However, Carl Ridley is under attack from Jamie Davis.
Yeah, it's I see Pricey in the chat asking, is it last man standing tonight? It looks like it is. I have to agree with him there. It's who's can tough it out by the looks.
Oh.
Yeah, it's top guys are making errors and stuff like that they wouldn't normally. Whether that's just because they're pushing in the wet or that's just catching them out in general.
Yeah, Jamie Davis now trying to go past Carl Ridley into turn number 1. Can they get this done? They're tiptoeing around there very precariously. They're going to try side by side up into the cutting. Who's going to be big and brave, or is this going to be one's going to be terminated than the other? Nope, Davis does the smart thing. He sits in behind. Still not got his updated livery, Mr. Davis. Can I have that, please? That would be amazing. As he's continuing on once more up through the mountain for these two leaders. The closest battle on the racetrack are your leaders. Proctor's crashed, Sinkovic's crashed, Tesseria's crashed. So, yeah, that's going well.
Yeah, it heard someone request for a tow. I just catch the number though. And there's a safety car being called.
Okay, well, Andrew Proctor's incident. Oh, he is in the mountain. Slow. Oh, this is going to be one of them slow, awkward spins. Yep.
Oh, yep.
So that's Proctor and there goes Tesseria in there as well. So safety car number 3. So Marcus Watson, Euro out as well. At the moment, it's the people with 4 and 6. I really don't get.
I would like to hope we don't get 6.
Yes. But then again, we have got Greggy Leak driving, so anything is possible, I suppose, on that one at the moment. Or Greggy Leak.
Or Leaky.
Yeah. Play a game. How many will finish to 60 minutes? I can't even answer that one. I don't even know, because there's people in and out. My timing tower's having an absolute mental breakdown trying to cope with it currently. He's not loving what's going on. Oh, Ridley's leading at the moment. I believe we've got 22 still running. I think, yep. Horton's the last one. Sinkovic has got no nose. So how much is he going to be continuing on? I think he's the last actual runner. Oh, saying that. I think he's just crashed going down through the mountain.
I think he did. He's definitely got no downforce there at all. Oh, yeah. That was close.
That was Troy Dooley and Brad Hudson. Safety car may win the race. It may do. It may win the race. Still got him parked there. I believe it was Andrew Proctor parked on the side. I can now, it's quite interesting here because I can top off most of the people in the SDK currently. So there we go. There's Dean with no nose. Carl Ridley should be behind the safety car. He is on that one. So at the moment, I believe we've got 22 still running. In pit lane, we have got Andrew Proctor, Tyler Sheaf, Jason Depp, Dougie Gowans, Andrew Martin, Zach Barton, Kevin Wakefield. They're still in pit lane. Greggy Johnson's just got in. Nick Martin's just got on. So how long they're going to be. I think this is going to be interesting because a lot of these guys would have already used their fast repair stuff. So that's probably why they're still in pit lane.
Yeah, you only get one fast repair. Outside of that, you'll be sitting there for a while because these cars do not repair quick. And normally if you get damage, it's a lot of damage. It's not just a little bit.
Not just a little bit.
Not sort of, no, it's not just a little bit where you can just sort of get, a side wheel guard sort of pulled out or a bumper replaced or something like that. It's because of the open wheelers, they're a hell of a lot more fragile. So when you get damage, you get damage.
Yep.
That's the fun of it, though.
Well, safety car again. Well, this has been yours, Steph.
It has. It's a lot more than I was expecting, to be honest.
Tell you what,
I didn't think there'd be that many,
guys, because I've run out of drink. Safety cars. Me and Steph are going to take a quick break to get a top up our drinks, and we'll be right back after this. Okay, guys, we are back here as well, and I'd like to point out Thomasina has just crashed under safety car.
Oh no.
He has done something under the safety car. Oh, that's an instant disconnect of some sort. Was that a hardware failure then? Because he instantly turned left, which was quite weird.
Yeah.
Watch his steering wheel. There you go. It is. Hardware failure for Thomasina.
Most definitely.
Fahey's in pit lane. Matthew Foe's back in pit lane. Going to have one more lap here as well.
Yep, safety car in this lap.
Yep, safety car in this lap. There we go. So it's going to be about 10 minutes to go. If anybody's had any, if there's anything we want to talk about, let us know, because we can just waffle on a little bit here as well on this one. They're in pit lane watching the game, so 747 most probably. Oh, Kurt Heath and Tessa Rio, what have you just done under safety car? They all just checked up here, or is this Kurt Heath, Tessa Rio having their own little drama?
There's been a bit of a checkup. Oh.
Nope, just a checkup. Thank Christ for that. Faye is still left pit lane here. I think we are down to 19 still running. Is Dean Sinker? Oh no, Dean's still got no nose. I wonder if he's aware of that.
It's working for him though.
Yeah, Proctor's still running. Watson's still running. Wharton's out. So we are 22 currently. Still going. So let me know how many of you feel is going to get to the end. I think if we get 15 plus, I think I'd be very, very surprised. But
yeah,
see what goes on.
The rate it's going. We started with 34. Yes. 34 we started with.
Yes.
33.
33, yes. But we got.
So that's nearly a good chunk.
I almost thought you were going to try and do maths then, Steph.
Nah, like, where's the calculator?
We're like 33. Hold on a minute. That's a good chunk of people that we're missing.
It is. Calculator.
I was almost expecting something to come out with maths here and say, well, actually.
Nah, take the socks off, count the toes, count the fingers.
Yeah, 33, take away 22, 11 cars are out. So there we go. Game, QLD getting walked over, more like it. Oh, thank you. I have no idea on that. There we go.
That's right. Look, it's one of those games over here in Australia. You don't normally watch rugby league. You always watch State of Origin for some unbeknownst reason.
I don't watch rugby full stop. I never understand a game where you got to pass sideways to go forward. This is me.
Or backwards. You got to pass it backwards.
Sideways and backwards, whatever here as well. Right, safety car's away again. Let's hope they make it into pit lane. We are going to have that 10 minutes. Avoid the puddle. Good job. Can point out the safety car's on wet tyres. But he as well. Good job from him.
Good choice.
Good choice. Safe choice.
Good choice.
On Greg.
It is.
Bated breath for the car to get. Does manage to do. Big round of applause for him. Carl Ridley going to lead the way right down to 22 runners. Here, it's all going to be on Carl Ridley. When's he going to go? When's he not going to go? Me personally, as soon as I get into that last corner, I'm going. It's the end of that.
Yep.
Trying to escape here. Tim Schmallenberg from the Pro-Am sitting in second, and Ray Oliver and Jamie Davies. Go on, son. Go on, off you go.
Yeah.
Okay, there goes Carl Ridley. We are green, green, green once more here with basically 8 minutes remaining. 2-minute lap times. We're going to have 4 laps and then it's going to be done and dusted here at Bathurst. This hour-long safety car fueled, infested race has gone on. Jamie Davis, Ray Oliver moving side by side on their run down into the quarry now. Davis on the right hand side of your screen coming up over the hill. Oliver on the left. Job done for Jamie Davis. Through he goes. Sam Katkazinos, is he going to be able to hold on to this position? Here he is at the moment. Shane Ratcliffe, Callum Rossiter, Andrew Proctor all kicking in behind him. And they're still up and running. Sinkovic is still running. Thomas Cena's had some more dramas. But at the moment, Jamie Davis chasing down Tim Schmallenberg. Ray Oliver doing the same. Joshy King there as well. Overtakes him on the mountain. Is this going to work? Schmallenberg, yes! Davis gets the job done there, and we're back up and running, Steph.
That was a gutsy move there, going up through there, but hats off to him for pulling it off.
Behind Oliver, it is at the moment.
It is.
Through the mountain we go, through the right hander, dropping down, left now, in through the dipper, coming down into Forest Elbow. Are we going to be able to make this through? Is everybody going to be able to make this through? Are we going to find a car turned at the bottom? We almost, oh, we are!
We do!
We do, ladies and gentlemen.
Good avoidance there.
Yeah, Tim Schmallenberg made himself an incident, managed to get it going though. For him on board with Katkazinos, it's all starting getting spread out a little bit. Can you drop your camera down at Alan Dawson for me? Matthew Foe having a bit of a battle down later on. There you go, down in the bottom right hand corner. That is Alan Dawson, Matthew Foe, Tessa Rio, Heath and Johnson in their own mix. Sam Katkazinos still got Cam Hardwick in front. Hardwick has got Schmallenberg, who's just made a mistake going into Forest in front of that as well. 54 minutes, Schmallenberg in pit lane. Thomasina, still more drama. Matthew Foe's been off the side of the circuit as well. It seems to me anybody we want to pick up just goes off here. Schmallenberg pit lane, dropping down the order. Cam Hardwick in fifth, up 30 positions for Cam Hardwick.
30.
What a gain for him.
That's incredible. Incredible.
All he did was sit in the back and start dead last.
That's it. Kept his nose clean.
Yeah, kept it out on track. Car number 26 at the moment. Jason Depp is stuck. Well, he was stuck in Forest Elbow. He's now got that car moving. Carl Ridley leads the way here. Hardwick still there. And he has now got Katakazinos in behind. Katakazinos has got Ratcliffe, Rossiter and Martin. Martin in that traditional green, yellow, black machine. Comes out, sits in right behind him here as well. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, we've still got Greggy Johnson, Kurt Heath, Alan Dawson, Matt Tessaria. They're battling it out at the same time. Nick Martin almost got side by side with Rossiter. Don't want to be doing that one up through that mountain section. There's still that puddle out on the right-hand side. They want to avoid that because it is going to cause drama. Martin sticks his nose in. Don't do that with 5 minutes to go. Oh, dearie me. Getting very spicy.
Not Isaiah doing that. I wouldn't be doing that up there.
No, I would be keeping my nose well out there. Is everybody going to make it through Forest again? Ray Oliver looks like he's had some drama. The question is, has Ray Oliver had a drama enough that he's going to need a tow? Or is Ray Oliver going to be able to get... Oh, he's way too fast here. It's going to be hard on that brakes, mate. Round he goes into the wall. Does keep it going for Oliver, so that's all good. Zena's in and out of pit lane at the moment. Martin's still locked in here, Steph. This last 4 minutes, I think, is going to be frantic.
It will be. That battle that I was on not too long ago with Greg Johnston and Tessiaro, Kurt Heath. It's all on down there. Heath made a little mistake at the elbow and they all pounced and went straight past him.
Yeah, Dean Singovich still got no nose cone further in front there. He's still running without that nose. I'm surprised that car's actually doing anything. But Nick Martin...
He's still doing well though.
Yeah, still keeping it there. Doesn't want to go in pit lane. He's got no fast repair. Martin side by side with Katakazinos. Is this going to be an overtake done? It is. Martin goes through. Katakazinos does not really fight this scenario, which I'm glad about here, because otherwise it would have been even more dramatic. But currently they're still fighting it out. Ridley still leading the way. Davis, Oliver, King, Hardwick, Martin's now trying to go around the outside of Hardwick. He does get it job done into cutting. That is a great move from Nick Martin.
Yeah, that was a very slick move. Did nice and cleanly. Both gave each other enough room. Good awareness there by both guys to avoid contact.
Yeah, Katkazinos now. He's got Hardwick in front. Going to be a choice for Sam. Does he sit in behind? This isn't a battle in class. This is pro versus pro-am. Joshy King leading the pro-ams there. Troy Dooley leading the AMs at the moment. He's having a great old go at this currently. Well done, Troy.
Yeah.
Keeping it going as well. I think this has turned into more survival more than anything else.
It has. It's not a matter of who's the fastest or who's got the skills. It's who can last out the race.
I agree. I think this
Who
is done.
keep it incident free.
Yeah, Alan Dawson's been in his own share of incidents here. He's running side by side at the moment with the 662 machine. I believe that is Brad Hudson. They are still going side by side coming into the kink. Nope,
Yep.
Hudson backs out. Thinks better of it. That's fair enough. Ridley there is now under attack from Davis. He must have made a mistake. It was Ridley's fastest lap, 2:06.914. Davis is on dries. Ridley's on wets. This is a battle at the tyre compound. Davis on the right-hand side, Ridley on the left. Davis just breezes through. Is the dries now working? But are you going to want to go in this late into this to get dries on?
I wouldn't. Not now. There's enough wet parts on the track that you can sort of pull off the racing line a little bit and cool the tyres out. Get a bit of water on them. I wouldn't. I don't think there's any point now of just under a minute left to go. I wouldn't be popping out now. It's too late in the game.
Yeah, this might be the fastest, the final lap here. 59, I think it's going to be. I think this is going to be a Jamie Davis win. I think it's going to be the final lap. Is I think as well. Davis is going to wrap this win up if he can keep it just into Forest for the final time. Toby has no dramas. Ridley's going to hold the better line here. Now it's going to be about Ridley trying to get the exit. He didn't really get the exit. There's going to be a run down now here. Jamie Davis, Carl Ridley. Is Ridley too far back for the draft? I think he might be. I don't think there's any way here unless he's going to go and make that jump. And then he might be able to take the win. But I think at the moment it's all going to be on Davis. Ridley's not even going to pull him in whatsoever at all here. King's going to wrap up the pro-ams. If these guys could just make it to the end of this race, it's going to be Davis taking that victory. Then dry tyre swap he did on lap 16. Ridley has not pitted, mind you, at all. He's just gone for the whole hour without any problems at all. Jamie Davis is going to come over the line. He's going to be wrapping up the hour safety car fest at Bathurst. Ridley in second. Oliver should come across the line in third. He's got one more corner to go for Ray Oliver. Wraps it up as well. Joshy King takes the win in the Pro-Ams. Great job from him. There is a battle here with Nick Martin, with Callum Rossender, Shane Ratcliffe still all fighting out as they've got their run down to the line as well. And it's going to be a win for Troy Dooley. I don't think Dawson's going to clear Katkazinos to that line. No. Katkazinos does get the position in front. Troy Dooley comes over the line and wraps it up for the AMs. Great job from him.
Yeah, it's good AM win there for Dooley.
Yeah.
Definitely battled hard there towards the end.
Heath managed to come over the line in second. Johnston grabs third. So there we go. Varsity, you are listening. Can I have Davis, Ridley, Oliver, King and Dooley to the interview booth, please? As we're just waiting for the final cars to come over the line. Tim Schmallenberg is going to be one of the final one. I think Thomasina is actually going to be the final one here. So he comes over the line. Oh, Cena.
No.
Oh, dearie me.
Kept it off the wall. That's all right. Kept it off the wall. It's the main thing.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to wait now for Cena to come down. We're going to get these guys in for the interview. Davis, Ridley and Oliver. King and Dooley, please, into the interview room. We'll wait for Thomasina to come over the line before we can show you the results. Zach Barton's jumped back to pit lane about 5 times, so clearly he's got problems as well. So lots going on. Go, Jamie, go! There's SRW Mitch. Going to change his name for next week. I can feel it here as well for the GR86s. Actually, tomorrow, Mitch. That's your job.
Yeah, Mitchy. Gotta change that name, mate.
Yeah, got to change it, Mitch. Can't be doing that. Thomasina finally gets his car over the line. Let's bring you up the results here this evening in this free safety car race. So, but anybody that says free, Joshy Horton, Steph, you said free as well. So well done, you and Josh win.
Did.
Absolutely nothing. Just to let you know.
Nothing.
Nothing. Just pure
That's
boasting.
all right. That's all right.
Boasting rights.
Look, first time I've ever picked him out of safety car, so I'll take it.
All right, cool. Jamie Davis is your winner with Carl Ridley in second and Ray Oliver. That's your 1, 2, 3 in the pros. Pro-Am, Joshy King takes the win with Nick Martin. Cam Hardwick up 29 positions in the end. Takes 6th place with Sam Catcazinos and Alan Dawson. Callum Rossiter rounding out the Pro-Am podium. Jane Ratcliffe and Brad Hudson finishing 10th and 11th. Troy Dooley wraps up the win in the AMs with Matt Tessario in 13th. Then Kurt Heath, Greggy Johnson rounding out the AM podium. Matthew Foe, Marcus Watson and Tim Schmollenberg are still classified in 16th, 17th and 18th. Thomasina last in 19th with Dean Sinkovich, Andrew Proctor, Darren Fahey, I believe, the last of the finishers. People that are out, Joshy Horton, Tyler Sheaf, Lewis Bozier, Jason Depp, who qualified 5th, I think, unfortunately for him, Justin Clayton and Dougie Gowans. Then you've got Andrew Martin, Kevin Wakefield. I'd like to point out the safety car did more laps than Zach Barton, Nathan Verney and Andrew Cowan. Okay, point out that one. And obviously RC in below that one. There we go. Oh, dearie me. What an absolute palaver here. Now, I've got a funny feeling something is wrong. Cam Hardwick wrapped up the AM standings. Not sure why that sheet not picking that up. Did win in the AMs, so that was actually Hardwick won the AMs with Dooley and so there we go on that one. We can bring in Cam now and we'll have a chat with him once more. The man that gained 29 positions from sitting and starting at the back, then makes his way through all the carnage and free safety cars later, and he goes and takes that win in the AMs. Cam Hardwick, welcome in, bud. How are you?
I am excited, actually. That was probably my greatest racing achievement right there.
What?
That was nuts.
Coming in from the back.
Coming from the back, surviving Bathurst in the rain. That was nuts.
Oh, dude, it was bonkers. And you know you're in a bad spot when Joshy Horton can't finish the race. Marcus Watson barely finishes the race. Jamie Davis didn't want to wrap up the win, but finally did in the end as well. And that's the thing. When you've got that higher IR drivers not being able to finish the race, Cam, it kind of makes sure that you kind of know that you're doing something right.
Oh, exactly. I mean, I just, you know, my motto, I just cruise around and take it easy. And that's what I did. And that's where I got the result. I'm sure these faster guys were going hell for leather, and look what happened.
Absolutely. I agree, Cam. I think that has just been your right philosophy, because there was a lot of people that didn't even finish the race. I think we ended up with 22 out of 33 in the end finished.
Oh, wow.
And it was absolutely nuts, to be blatantly honest with you, mate. But there we go. You're still leading the championship, though, boy. More points on the board for you. Surely you're going to wrap this up this season, aren't you?
Oh, look, I hope so. I'm really putting the effort in this season to try and nail these cars and do good week in, week out. So yeah, there's still a long way to go, though. You never know what could happen. I might get a bit excited and start having a crack.
Should you be in Pro-Ams?
No, definitely not. I don't think the pace for me is there for Pro-Ams, but I just think staying out of trouble is what's getting me to where I am.
God, well done, Cam, for your win in the AMS. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Massive shout out to Dougie Gowans tonight. Even though he stitched us up with a wet race, he was massive help to me tonight. Just guided me through there at the end, kept me calm and got me to the end. Also, massive shout out to Dylan DeBono, who's still been hanging around in the background, just getting me faster and faster every week in practice sessions. And also thanks to Shane and Sam and Lewis and Zach for the night. Massive effort from the whole Velocity boys to turn up week in, week out and do well. Also got to thank Barber Republic and Hikoki Power Tools and SRW.
Awesome job. Sorry, Cam, just as you finished, I had a big mouthful of orange. Well done, mate. Congratulations on your win, and look forward to seeing you next week.
Yep, hopefully see you then. Thanks, guys.
Take care. Right, I've just been informed Jamie Davis is Pro-Am, so I'm not quite sure why this is not updating here as well. But let's bring him in here. The man that did wrap up the overall win as a Pro-Am, apparently. And we'll bring him into the booth. Well done, Jamie. How are you?
Thanks, JV. I'm good.
Changing point of the race for you, mate, going on to dry tyres?
Yeah, it was a win it or bin it type scenario. I thought in my head then, so I just went for it.
Yeah, you definitely did, mate, and wrapped up as well. Gives you a nice little healthy more points in your Pro-Am Championship. Do you think you're on for the win in the championship?
It's not out of the question, but championships take consistency, so I just need consistent races, and it just takes one bad race to change it around.
Well, it's been a bit of a roller coaster up here for you now.
That race definitely was. I think I'd spun, hit the wall twice, luckily enough not to pick up a meatball, and just, lucky those dry tyres got me through that.
Well done, fella, for that one as well. Congratulations on your Pro-Am win. Jamie, still no livery?
Yeah, the boss has been very sick, so it's just been a bit of a delay.
All right, mate. Well done to you, fella. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
All the boys at Project 36, CC Forge, Cataclysm Computers, Simrigs.com, and Shockworks.
All right, mate. Well done, Jamie. Congratulations, buddy. And I look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks, JP. Hope I can talk to you again.
And you, man. All right, next up, we're going to go with Ray Oliver, the man who finished in second place in the pro standings, third overall. Ray, what can we say about Bathurst, son?
Oh, Bathurst is a great place, but I think Dougie needs a straitjacket for picking the worst place possible to be wet.
Mm-hmm. I agree. You're not lying, dude.
Tonight was survival. If anybody says anything else, they've got mental problems, to be truthful. But it was all about survival, just getting through. I absolutely stuffed up the start because I was running the Radical last night and forgot to change the gearbox setting on my wheel. So that's why I jumped the start. But it almost paid off, and then Matt called the last safety car, and that stuffed me right up because I was going all the way to the end. So, it sucks, but hey, third in survival around here, I'll take that any day.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the thing. It's been, Captain Hardwork is the epiphany of survival, gaining 29 positions. I think that just basically says it all tonight, Ray, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, the whole thing is these things just turned into a canoe. I was lucky enough to do a practice in the officials last night, which was actually wet, and I said to the boys, "This is a nightmare." And we just sat there as a group and just started ticking away the laps this afternoon, and just tried to plot a course and work with each other. But even I couldn't see with my graphic settings. I couldn't see where some of the puddles were, so I was just getting random spins left, right, and centre in practice. And that was the hard part: is you're hitting the same patch that's a foot to the left, and it's the same colour, and there's nothing, and you're fine. And you go to the right that little bit, and you've got nothing. And that's the hard part. And that's why a lot of the boys at the back would have been rotating in that, and that's why a lot of them don't like the wet. And I can understand why, and I feel for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you are right there, Ray. It's been a battle of survival here this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. But you did survive. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Just all the SLM boys. They've done a lot in the last few months and bringing everything forward, and Sudspeed for their continued sponsorship, and also to Maddie for how much Maddie's doing behind the scenes, and everybody at SRW, because we're all working together to try and go forward in this sport, and we're all seem to be getting there eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, fella. Congratulations on your second place, mate, and third overall.
Cheers, guys.
Take care. I'd like to point out one thing as well that we haven't seen, and he's in YouTube chat. Sam, your computer lasted. Your computer didn't blow up in the rain.
It did.
As well, so well done, Sam.
It lasted for him to end up P7.
It did.
Good.
So fair play to Sam for actually getting there as well. Our last conversation is the man that has wrapped up the win in the pros, gives himself a nice little bunch of points considering Horton didn't finish, Gowans didn't finish, and Watson was way down the order. But it is Mr. Carl Ridley. Carl, welcome in, bud.
Hi, how's it going? I didn't actually think about that in the championship. All the rivals did crash, so that's interesting.
Yeah, Horton's out, Gowans out, Watson, I don't even know where he was. He was down in 17th.
Yeah, that will happily make up for last week's race.
Yep, absolutely. But it was a roller coaster, Carl, wasn't it, out there tonight?
Oh yeah, it was a wet and slippery, wet one out there. Yeah, there's not much I can say, honestly. I drove within myself to make sure I could finish, especially in the early phases of those races, watching everybody have their incidents, especially spurred me on. And then, yeah, I realized it was dry enough for slicks, but I didn't want to go on the slicks and then spend 2 laps on the safety car. I didn't think I could keep them warm enough. So good job for Jamie Davis actually making that work and just getting me the bugger, but another P2. I'm kind of becoming a P2 man in these, so I'll take it and be happy with that.
Well, to be honest, mate, you don't have to wrap up a win. You don't have to get a win to win the championship. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. We've seen it multiple times of people who's not had a win all season and still go and take the championship. Consistency is the key. And if you're just being in second place all the time and everybody else is teetering and dropping off around you, mate, it ain't going to really matter, is it?
Oh no, I mean, John Mir did it at MotoGP, so it certainly happened, or Geki Rosberg, so you know, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's a challenge.
Yeah, exactly. Go all season without winning, Carl, and see if you can win the championship. So there you go. That's your challenge there as well. Anyone you want to shout out, buddy, before we let you go?
Yeah, of course. I want to thank SRW. Tonight, the officiating was quite good. Actually, it was a lot better than previous weeks. I'll say that. That's all I'll say.
I think there was 6 in the booth, though, to RC, mate. I think there was tonight.
Yeah, I think they were emotionally prepared for a wet Bathurst, so it showed, the manpower showed, it was good to see.
Yeah.
And, I want to thank you guys for the commentary and my team SLM Motorsport. Thank you, everyone.
All right, mate. Well done for you, Carl, buddy. I'm look forward to seeing how you get on next week.
No worries. Cheers, mate.
Well, there you go, Steph. I don't really know what we can say about Bathurst, to be honest with you, apart from rain-fueled, safety car-fueled chaos.
That's it. Carnage.
Absolutely.
So,
have you enjoyed yourself, though, Steph?
Good fun. It's always good fun when you're in the comms box. Especially, with yourself. It's a good night.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bells because there's a lot more coming up. I am with Mr. Andrew Cowan tomorrow, as I found out, for the GR86s there as well. So thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on the bells. That would be absolutely awesome. But as always, guys, that's going to wrap it up for round 5 from Bathurst and the MOZA Racing SFL Championship. I've been JP. I've been alongside Stef Piccoli. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.
This is amazing. Up it's clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanak and Jamie Dyke